What is up guys, Joe Tomato here and welcome to a new video. And actually today I want to talk about the Battle of the Bulge in the area of Wallendorf, or basically the end of the war in the village of Wallendorf. And the reason for that is that this area has been part of the front line for more than 6 months. And so much things have happened here, and there are so many traces of war still visible in this area. And I'm standing on one of those. I'm standing on the B-work type pillbox. B-work stands for its thickness. C-work, you had A-work type of bunkers, B-work type of bunkers, and C-work type of bunkers. Now B-work type of bunkers were more than 2 meters thick, basically making it very hard for artillery and mortars to break through. It was just impossible. Now, I'm standing on a very beautiful spot, as you guys can see. Look at my view. I'm standing on top of one of the B-work type of bunkers in the area of the village of Wallendorf, and this is a very strategic bunker, as you guys can see. It has a beautiful sight over the Sauer River and the Ur River Valley. You guys might be thinking, what the hell is the Sauer or the Ur River Valley? So basically, I am standing on the border of Germany and Luxembourg. This is the German side right here, and this is the Sauer River that flows from the north, from that way all the way through here, and up to this point, it is the border between Germany and Luxembourg. Now you can also see this very small river flowing from that way to that way, and that's the Ur River. The Ur River flows basically along the eastern border of Luxembourg through Belgium up north. Well, it flows from the north to the south. Basically, also divides Belgium and Germany, and then from the south, Germany and Luxembourg. But basically, during 1944, at the end of 1944, just prior to the Battle of the Bulge, you could say that the Belgium and Luxembourg were liberated, and that the Germans were on this side of the river. Both rivers. Now, as you guys can see, it's a very strategic point with the Allies in the woods over there, and the area over there, which you can't see because of the foliage, very dense foliage. But the Germans right here in this B-work type of bunker had a clear view on the American troops on the Luxembourg side. And you guys can see those tree lines over there. That's where, at the start of the Battle of Bulge, that's where the 28th Infantry Division was located, at the 109th Infantry Regiment. And their line stretched all the way from here, along the ridge, all the way up there to the Hoosdorf Plateau. Now, on the morning of December 16th, this is where the 352nd Volksgrenadier Division crossed, and to be precisely, the 916th Grenadier Regiment crossed here. Of course, it took them 3 days to capture the area over there, because the 109th Infantry Regiment, they held out pretty long. And now fast forward, Battle of the Bulge is ending, February 1945. This is where the 80th Infantry Division was, on the Luxembourgish side, and they crossed in the beginning of February. Crossed right here in rubber boats, all along the Sauer River and the Ur River. This is the confluence point. This is where the Ur and the Sauer River come together. So they cross all the way from the Luxembourgish side, all the way to here, and then the river flows further towards the village of Bollendorf, and basically the 80th Division crossed here in early February 1945. From September till February, this has been part of the front line. This is a very cool thing. If you guys are in the area of Luxembourg, I will put a link down in the description, and basically it's a if you have Google Earth, you can download Google Earth if you don't have it, and it shows you all the bunkers. It shows you more than 1,000 bunkers across the German Belgian and the German Luxembourgish border. And you can visit them. It shows where the bunkers are, and you can go there. And there's even this little route, this bunker route. I will also put a link down in the description because it's a PDF file, and you can just print it out and you can walk it yourself. There are a lot of bunkers here, and well, I just wanted to show you guys that. Alright guys, behind me you can see another bunker, another B-work type of bunker of the German West Wall, or Siegfried line, however you want to call it. This is near the village of Gentingen, which is further down the road. And as you guys can see, this one has a much larger gun port in compared to the bunker where we just went before. And the reason for that is that on this location it was officially housed with a 37mm anti-tank gun, and that's how it was built in the late 1930s. However, there was one problem at the beginning of the 1940s, at the Europe campaign, the Western Europe campaign. That's when, after that campaign was over, that's when the building of the Atlantic Wall started, and that's when most of the guns of the West Wall basically were removed from the bunkers and used elsewhere on the battlefields and elsewhere on the bunkers in other parts of Europe, the Siegfried line. I mean the Atlantic Wall line, and over the years they didn't rearm the bunkers. So fast forward 4 years, in 1944 December, the Germans, during the build-up of their plan, of their Operation Wacht am Rhein, they tried to rearm these bunkers. However, they didn't have the material, and in some cases guns had been developed over the years, and they weren't able to fit in these type of bunkers. So when it comes to the Battle of the Bulge, these bunkers were not used as how they're supposed. How can I say this? With their original function. They weren't used as what they're used to be. They weren't used for what they were built for. So, you know, again, the West Wall turned out to be not much of a useful defensive system as they thought it was. The German West Wall was much more of a how can you say this? A physiological defense. You know, the almighty German West Wall. Well, in fact, it wasn't that useful. So again, standing on the German side, Luxembourg side over there, and those woods over there were the troops of I Company, 109th Infantry Regiment, 28th Infantry Division, was located on top of those hills. At first, in the previous clip, In the previous clip, I told you guys about I Company. They were they were much closer to Wallendorf, but they bordered with the with I Company. So L Company, I Company were next to each other, and they were located on top of those ridge lines. If you go to those ridge lines, you will probably see foxholes. But yeah, today we're just talking about the German side. Very cool, very cool. This is another bunker in that route, in the route that I told you guys about in the PDF file, which you can download. And this is also about one of the bunkers that's located on the Google Earth map. The Google Earth map. So I have one more location to show you guys for this video, and we're gonna move there. That's some of the German trenches that you can still see inside the forest. If you guys want to know which route I followed, see the link down in the description. I've put a link, I've put a map, a link to Google Maps, my maps, and you will be able to visit these sites yourself. That's what this channel is about, reliving the past and sharing the past, so you guys can live that yourself. So I'm gonna enter the car, and I'll see you guys at the German trenches. Alright guys, I am standing in a German trench that was used here probably during the beginning of the Battle of the Bulge and at the end of the Battle of the Bulge, when the United States troops, the 18th Division, crossed into Germany here. Look at how cool this is. An original trench, and the smell of pine trees is it's unbelievable, guys. I love to be here. Now this is not so far. This is about 500 meters from the pillbox that we just went to, with the anti-tank gun in it, and I see some digging traces. People have been metal detecting probably, but still, this is such a cool area, and I wish you guys could see this. Look at how beautiful it looks. Now I got one story, and that's basically from a soldier who was with the 916th Grenadier Regiment, who attacked here on December 16th, 1944 during the Battle of the Bulge. He was part of the 352nd Volksgrenadier Division, and his name was Friedrich Schmeeske, and he was 17 years old, guys. Look at how young. How young. I'm 5 years older. He was just 17 years old when he was here, when he was acting as a runner for his company commander. And basically what he did was he went to the battalion headquarters to get the orders for this attack, for the Battle of the Bulge. He then went from the battalion headquarters to his company commander, gave the order, and then his commander read the order to the whole company. And if you want to read that story, it is crazy. It is. There's a link down in the description again. A lot of sources that I'm posting in the in my description, but I want to make this very interesting for you guys. He just tells them how they were trying to raise the spirits of all those young boys who were in the German army, who were in the German Wehrmacht, and how all their officers tried to raise the morale of the troops. It is unbelievable, because we know that, of course, it turned out to be a failure. But those guys, some of those boys, really thought that they were going to destroy the Allied forces here in the West. While in fact, it was very hard and almost impossible to do so. So yeah, I'm standing near one of the trenches where probably people like Schmeeske, Friedrich Schmeeske, just sat here in the evening of December 15th, spent their night here watching the Ur River. Crazy, guys. Let me take the camera and show you some of this area right here. There's some forward trenches, some foxholes, but look at how beautiful this is. Hold on. Look at this. A 4-rod trench right here. Digging traces. And just see how it goes. What a beautiful trench this is, guys. Wow. Another gun position. Gun position right here. Look at it. Perfect view on the lines of I Company 109th Regiment. And it just continues. There's too many plans, I'm not gonna go there, but just to give you guys a sense of how this area was defended by the Germans. It is crazy. Crazy! Now I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys learned something new in this video about the German West Wall and the Battle of the Bulge. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about it. And make sure to subscribe for more amazing videos on the battlefields. Wow, this is unbelievable, guys. I wish you could do it. I wish you guys could visit here. Now, again, there's a link in the description. You can visit all these locations and relive the past yourself. Thank you guys for watching. Salute, and see you next time. Bye bye.